One of the worst things in sports I feel like has to be injuries. They're just simply not a good thing, and when they happen they really do suck. I feel like we can all take a second to look at when a player gets injured, we can see damn, that like really does suck, and we hope they do have a speedy recovery regardless of what team they're on. So last night when I saw this gruesome Anthony Davis injury,
back downhill, find that guy in the post. Oh
boy, that did not look good. Anthony Davis.
Now, a lot of people are speculating with the injury, seeing how bad it actually is, and with the looks of it, and with him crying in pain, and with him not even being able to walk out the locker room without needing people to help him, I think it's safe to say this is a season-ending injury, and if it doesn't end his entire season, he's gonna be out for some more time. And unfortunately for the Lakers, this is not what they needed. So in today's video, I want to talk about the Anthony Davis injury, but also some other injuries that the Lakers are going on, and see how much this is going to affect their season, and if there's honestly any point in even playing the rest of it fully. Number one, before I do get in the video, I do have a brand new NFL channel. If you guys could check that out, the link is in the description below. I upload NFL videos similar to the ones I make on here, obviously just instead of NBA, it's NFL. I've been uploading pretty consistent on that, so if you could check it out, I'd very much appreciate it. And number two, I do have a Discord, so if you guys want to hang out, talk, whatever, one of our members actually does stream the Phoenix Suns games live when they do go on, because some people can't watch them. So if you do want to join, the link will be in the description below, and with all that being said, let's get into the video. So in last night's game, Anthony Davis got hurt, we all know that, and a lot of people aren't exactly sure how bad the injury is and what this could mean for the Lakers. Well, I showed you the clip earlier, and I really don't want to show it again because it's a very gruesome injury, and you could tell just by looking at the way he landed that it was not going to end well. Davis is getting an MRI pretty soon, so I'm hoping that it's just something minor. Even as a Suns fan, I don't want anyone to get injured. I don't want anyone to have their season ended. Even if the Lakers were like one game behind the Suns, I would still hope that nothing bad happens to Anthony Davis, because like I said in the intro, at the end of the day, these are people too. And I really do hate when people get injured and I'll see people on Twitter like celebrate that and being like, let's go. Like, that is so fucking disgusting. Now, as I'm making this video, we just got the report about his MRI, and it says that he's going to be missing about 2 weeks with an ankle sprain. However, this still is not good for the Lakers despite them going into the All-Star break, because this is a repeated thing, and Anthony Davis has been injured so many damn times this year. However, I have a feeling that it's not going to take just 2 weeks for this to recover. If you can't even walk to your own locker room without needing people to help you, without you writhing in pain, I don't think that's just a 2-week injury. Now, of course, I'm not a doctor, MRI specialist, I'm not any of that, I'm just someone speculating. However, this injury, on top of the fact that LeBron James has been going through some knee problems, isn't the most ideal thing for their season. Currently, they're sitting with a record of 27-31, so they're not even close to being 500 right now. And with the way the Trailblazers have been playing, I wouldn't be surprised if the Trailblazers end up passing the LA Lakers and they steal the 9th seed. Now, with the play-in and all that stuff, which I still don't know why that's even a thing, they could make the playoffs. However, I'm taking a Minnesota Timberwolves team, which I think is one of the more underrated teams that just haven't been good for whatever reason, and a Clippers team, even without Paul George and Kawhi Leonard in a hypothetical situation, even though I do think there's a possibility that both of them would be back at the end of the season, is not something I thought I'd ever be saying. Because the Lakers, like I've mentioned many times before, were hyped up to be a really top team in the West, and arguably some thought they were going to win an NBA championship. And with the way things are looking, if the Lakers don't even make the playoffs, then we got to look at the fact that maybe Anthony Davis gets traded. And this isn't exactly my idea, I'm going to say. I've seen a lot of media people say that Anthony Davis is the problem, and they kind of used him as a scapegoat, and I get it, he's been injured so many times and he's not playing as well as he used to. However, when you get injured so many times like Anthony Davis does, there's a problem and a cause for concern. Now, during the offseason, I made a video about Anthony Davis's transformation and why this could be a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing. See, he lost weight, which was dope. However, he has such a big frame that it could affect him playing and possibly him getting injured a lot more often. It's similar to the Zion situation, but just reversed. Now, Anthony Davis's all-time talent, there's no question about that. He is such a damn good player. However, the problem does remain that Anthony Davis is very much injury prone. That's really the only flaw in his game. He's a good big man. He's someone that can shoot the ball despite him shooting really bad this year. Most of the time, he's someone that's good in the post and someone that can do a lot of things that other big men can't. However, like I've mentioned, when you're someone that gets injured all the time and you're kind of starting being known to do that, it's not a good look on you, and the fact remains that you could probably get traded to a decent team and still do well. Now, for the Lakers, I'm not even sure what the asking price would be, and I don't even want to know because that's not the person I think that should be traded. I don't want to go too long into this, but basically I'm saying saying that they should trade Russell Westbrook. The man is about to make $47 million next year, and if he's playing the way he is right now, that man isn't even worth half of that. However, I'm sure the GM could think of something despite them not even making a single transaction before the trade deadline. I need to remind you guys that April 12th, so in about 2 months, it's officially over for the regular season and the play-in starts, and eventually we get the playoffs. Meaning, if this MRI is correct, then he's going to be missing 25% of that time, which again is not something that the Lakers need right now. If I'm the Lakers, and I know this is going to sound kind of dumb, at this point, I'm just shutting down the season and I'm just trying to see how my younger guys are doing and who's going to be traded, who's not going to be traded, because they need to fix something. I'm not saying the Lakers are going to get a top 3 pick or anything, but you might as well just try to fall down so you get a decent top 10 draft pick, because hypothetically speaking, they're probably going to make the 8th seed if they do actually win in the play-in, and if they're playing the Phoenix Suns, I don't even see them winning 5 games. They literally said they have the Phoenix Suns right where they want them. However, this is the same Phoenix Suns team that had a Chris Paul without one arm practically that beat him in 6. Phoenix is by far the best team this season, whether it's stats I need to prove, the record, the fact that the wide margin between the 2nd and 1st seed is not even close right now. The Suns could literally go 500 and they would still be a 60-win team. With the way the Lakers are playing right now, y'all are lucky if y'all are even a 500 team. I get it, revenge and all that stuff because the Suns knocked you out and you were sad and all, but I'm sorry, I don't see you guys beating the Suns. With the way the roster was constructed, I think Phoenix easily has the best roster. They don't have the most stars because Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, LeBron James seems cool on paper. However, the amount of spacing is fucking god awful. However, with a team like Phoenix, it is built to perfection that they're just a winning basketball club right now. Are we going to talk about the fact that in a span of a month, the Phoenix Suns have only lost 1 game? Of course, this isn't a Phoenix Suns video. However, Laker fans are being very optimistic about the fact that maybe if they play Phoenix, they can make it to the 2nd round. Y'all are not even making the 1st round. It is a lose-lose situation for the Lakers because if they do make the playoffs, they're going to lose in the 1st round, and even by the slim chance they beat Phoenix, there's no way they go to the 2nd and actually win. Even if they were to go to the 7th seed and play the 2-seeded Jazz or Warriors, again, I don't see them winning. If you fight for a play-in spot and lose, you're going to look like a dumbass and people are going to criticize LeBron James's legacy. It's not fair, and I wouldn't do that either. However, a lot of people are. Unless you go on like a 20-game win streak, this season is practically done and there is really no point for you to even try anymore. Rest LeBron James, rest Anthony Davis, let Russell Westbrook, I guess, figure out the offense, even though we're at the All-Star break. So if you don't know by now, then you clearly need to know. I think this is the best time to use your load management because I don't think that many people could really blame you for just stopping and just looking forward to next season because, like I said, this is a lose-lose-lose situation. I'm not someone that would normally suggest this. However, you are a team that is built on really old age, and I know you put out that tweet that you did delete saying that, oh, we're old and all, but guess what, we're gonna prove y'all wrong, me and my squad are ready, when y'all are not even a fucking 500 team and y'all are looking like one of the worst teams in the West. This Anthony Davis injury has to be one of the worst signs, and I think it's time to end the Lakers season. They don't have much to fight for, so is it worth it to risk injuries to guys like LeBron James and Anthony Davis? And maybe in the short run they'll be fine, but in the long run it could hurt them.